Happy New Year's, everybody. Going on a little ride today for New Year's Day. Hopefully, everybody will enjoy this ride around the block. Clifton is at work today, so he won't be riding with us, but I was actually able to get the day off from my regular job, and we'll be heading out here. Just try to get down the road. We'll be taking off on a little ride today and enjoying this beautiful weather that we have here for New Year's. That the last 2-3 weeks have been so hit or miss. It's roughly about 61 degrees, and we're gonna go out and have a little New Year's ride, which we like to do every year. Sometimes it's with a group, sometimes it's just a couple of us, and just because of chain of events this year, it's just gonna be me and you guys. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you guys when we get there. So we're heading down the road just past Williams Distillery. Great day. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's a nice little road, Williams Road out in the Louisville area of North Carolina, and it's actually a little funner on the bike than it is the car for sure. The road is probably on a rating scale of 10. It's probably I don't know, 6. If it was paved a little better, I would give it a higher rating because it is a nice little curvy road that's not too curvy, but not just a straight line. But it's very much grooved out. You definitely tell where people drive on both sides, and it's a big hump in the middle, and a lot of patchwork and everything else. And there's a couple of spots you have to watch out for because it'll get really curvy, but it's not just a curve. It's the way the roads are grooved out. Like right here, that right side is very much, it will pull you over. So yeah, you got that. But all in all, it's a good road. I know several sports cars and guys rip up down this road quite often. I don't want to say all the time, but quite often. Yeah, there's another groove spot right back there on the right side of that as well. I know there's been a few crashes, people coming back late at night, not realizing about the curves. So yeah, like I said, not a bad road, but it leaves to be desired. I know they don't make roads for motorcycle riders. That's not the purpose, but there are roads out there that are for motorcycle riders. But yeah, it's a beautiful little area. There's a couple of there's distillery down here. Is Old Nick's Distillery is one of the oldest distilleries in the country. It was one of the first legalized distilleries. If you ever get a chance to come out and see it, they have a lot of stuff. I mean, people that don't drink and stuff too. I mean, they have a lot of events and things that go on out there. It's pretty cool. Like it's really nice. If you watch any of the moonshining stuff on the Discovery Channel, Tim Williams, Tim did some things with this distillery as he helped bring it back to its kind of not necessarily former glory, but some other things. And then we also have the West Bend Winery off of this road and Incendiary, and they are both hopping places, especially in the spring, summer, fall. There's also one more distillery that's right up the road here, and like I said, it's just a beautiful little community. It's probably right over here is one of the nicest fire departments you'll probably see around, thanks to some grants in taxpayers. And you can see that right there. Moderate fire for today, but Louisville Fire Department, the West Bend area. Like I said, just a nice little ride out in the community, out in the area. Got a little bit of everything. You got some twists and turns. You've got a few different straightaways, farmland, ponds, creeks. You have the Jacket River, which is huge in this Forsyth, Dayton County area that runs, pretty much intercoastal, so it'll take you all the way down to the coast, one way or the other. This is the Shallowford area. The way they used to cross this river right here, as you can see on both sides. Nice little river, but it is very shallow, and they used to cross the river with wagons. as we go into Yadkin County. So that's a cool little bit of history. We moved out this way about 5 years ago. Had the privilege of my wife and I at different times being able to go with the kids to some of the things that we've learned out here about the area, and go with them to their little school trips and little information. But again, beautiful little area. It's heading in and out of some of the creeks and farmland we have out this way. Nice little gun range up here on the left. During the summertime, these fields are filled with corn, but right now it's the last hunting day of the season for a lot of people, so they are out in hunting. So there's also that deer alertness that's in high demand right now for especially us motorcycle riders. So we are watching out for that. Heading down a few of the back roads today, and I hope you guys enjoy the ride. Again, Happy New Year from Twin Throttle Travels. Thank you guys for watching us, supporting us this year. We have had a great year. It's been fun. We're working on things with the website and some of the material. I've had a good help from an online buddy that I made to help us do some of the video editing as well as some of the stuff I've done. So it's a little bit of a joint effort, but it's been a great time. I definitely have enjoyed this and hope that we will all continue to do this ride together. I don't want to say this is a labor of love for me because it's not really necessarily the labor, it's the love. If I could be on the motorcycle 24/7 and ride, I would. I definitely enjoy this more than any other physical thing or enjoyment thing out there. I play a little golf, hang out with people, spend most of my time either at church or with my girls, and as far as what we're able to do, but work consumes the 80% of my time for what I do for a living. And my buddy Clifton, that's usually with me, is very similar, the same way. We've been doing this for a while. I've been riding since I was 17. I will be 46 this year. I started off riding with my dad and fell in love with it at a young age on my little Suzuki 650 82 model. So it wasn't a crotch rocket, it wasn't a street bike, it was something in the middle. Went on my first trip at 17, about a week after I got my license, with my dad and my uncle, Danny Pruitt, and he was on a Gold Wing, my dad was on a Gold Wing, and I was on that 650, and I think they tried to break me because 1,500 miles in 3 days on a Suzuki 650. Started off with my bag on the back of my bike, and both of those gentlemen have everything in their luggage. By the time I ended it, my bag was on the back of my dad's bike, and I was literally riding in the passenger seat all the way back on my bike. I was stretched out, sitting in the passenger seat, driving the bike. So yeah, they got back. My dad's first question was, "Well, how'd you like it, son?" I said, "I loved it, but I'll never do that on this bike again." And within 6 months, I purchased my first motorcycle. My dad had got me that bike for about $600, and it was great to learn on and spend my first 8 or 9 months riding it. But I bought a little Kawasaki 800, and me and Dad, Mom, a couple of friends and families, Brian Bernard, a couple of the other guys, Virgil Clay, we all took off and did a bunch of riding. I probably put 30,000 plus miles on that bike, even two-upping with a couple of friends, and it was a great adventure, and I've been in love with motorcycling ever since. A lot of you guys back and forth to things. I mean, Clifton rides Harleys, and I ride Indians, I ride Victories, I rode Kawasaki, Suzuki's, Yamahas, Hondas. Pretty much I ride everything. And I hate saying it this way, but Harleys, but not because there's something wrong with Harleys. I just not been something. My dad didn't really have Harleys growing up. He had Honda Gold Wings and old other model Kawasaki's, Nomads, a few other things. As time went on, started riding with a lot of other riders for different trips and areas and stuff. And from my experience, and again, I'm not putting anybody down or anything, but from my experience, we had Yeah, a lot of breakdowns, and I would say 90% of them were Harleys. So that kind of swayed me a little bit. Now, ever since probably 2012, 13, I've kind of did a little wrenching on bikes. I'm not saying that I am any professional bike mechanic by any means, but I have turned out a few victories, built up. I got one in the garage that it seems like I've been working on for a year that I just haven't had time to touch if I'm going to ride. So it's just been sitting in the garage. But again, it's just one of those things, labor of love. But I definitely will plan on finishing that sometime in the spring, if not before. It's just good times. And I was not off of victory until they stopped making them, plus 3 years. Like, I didn't get my first Indian until about 3 years after they stopped making them, and I still had a victory. And again, I still have a victory in the garage right now. They're the most comfortable motorcycles I have ever rode, including, I love this bike. I would definitely say my Challenger and this Pursuit are the second, it's the same bike basically, but the second most comfortable that I've been on. As far as that goes, I will have to say I definitely have not 100% on the seats yet. Definitely not found a seat that I would put as like my favorite seat. On the Victory, my Magnum seat by far was a favorite. I've had 4 of them custom made for different motorcycles that I have had over the years, and I love those seats. They were perfect for that bike, and the ultimate seat on that bike is great too. So those are all a couple of fun and great things about those bikes. But yeah, I still, there's nothing out there that I'm more comfortable on than that motorcycle. As far as comfortability, reliability, you're not going to find a better bike. The Indians have come, really built up. I have not really had any kind of reliability issues with any of them, and I did work for a little while as a mechanic, helping out and doing some things at a shop in Greensboro, North Carolina, which is now the High Point dealership. Monty owns that. He is another good friend of mine, and really sells a lot of motorcycles. They've done really well from the Greensboro dealership. He bought into Victory. He then moved into the Indian. Well, he started with Indian and then bought into Victory. How about that? And now he sells four-wheeler side-by-sides, some golf carts and stuff too. If you're in the North Carolina area, you should definitely give him a look. World Class Power Sports. And try to put the link in there for that as well. Him and Bob, the sales guy, they're a smaller shop. They're not huge by any means, but a good group of guys and ladies that work there. They'll take care of you. We'll head on down the road here and probably go take a left. I think this is 67, and I'm going to take a left here. I wish I could tell you exactly where it was, but I have no idea. Well, this is Nebo Road in 67, so we will just head on this way. So most of my trips and rides and routes, I do map, even if I'm not necessarily map them out on my ride. I usually run the app track. So if something happens, you guys are asking for a ride or route, and just let me know, especially if there's a video online. let me know which video it is. Send me a comment in below, and I try to get to those comments and answer them all myself. We're still on 67, heading down the way. Temperature's still getting to the lower 50s now, but as you can see, the sun's out, and we're, I don't know, probably 30-40 miles into our ride for the day. It's just one of those first rides of the year. Definitely don't want to miss if you can. It's something I've done, I think, every year, but maybe one in the last 20 years. I've tried to, even if I had to go into work that morning, I would literally run home, hop on the bike, and head out. Rode in the rain, I rode in the semi-snow, like a little bit of flurries coming down, but not on me. Or not sticking to the road, how about that? And just something that I've done for as long as I can just about remember that I've been riding. I definitely, there used to be said, like, whatever you do the first day of the year is kind of what you set the pace for the rest of the year, whether it's work or play or spending time with your family or whatever. Was able to spend good time with some family and friends. Thank you, the Davises, for having us over last night. We've been thoroughly enjoyed spending time with you guys, always do. And sprung out in New Year's with their family and ours. I've got all girls, and they have one girl and all boys. And so we always wind up somehow, some way together since we've been in all church together. And it's been a great time. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Trying to talk Bob into getting on a bike. I love riding my motorcycle. Like I said, I've had a multitude of bikes. I will have to say I'm pretty brand loyal when it comes to Indian. If there's an issue that I don't like or whatever, I'll say it. I love the power these things make. I've had a Chieftain, Challenger, Pursuit now, which is basically the same as the Challenger, and I have enjoyed riding all of them very much. I also think one of the funnest bikes out there is the Indian Scout, and my next purchase of a motorcycle will more than likely be a Sport Chief. I like the RT Sport Chief, and I've liked them since they came out. Having a couple bikes at any point in time is good because you can always play with one of them and do stuff to it, and then have one you just hop on and ride with your friends and say, let's ride. Welcome to Sturgis County. We're on 601 outside of Dobbs, North Carolina, and we are still continuing just to be your ride. You guys want to get there. Passing through the other side of Dobbs, North Carolina, and the Turkey Ford Road up there, and we're headed towards King, North Carolina, and in the roundabout way. Surrey County, and nice little, it's not a rural community area, but it's out here. You know, I grew up with farmlands and farm. This is more, there's a bunch of farms, but there's also a whole lot more of just trees and, you know, little mountains. It is pretty out here. Right over to your right over here, you probably could barely see them through the woods. That's another farm for vineyards, and I do not know the name of that one. An HV on it, so outside of Dobson, HV Vineyard, and you can see that it's very nicely set up. Again, we're about 8 miles outside of Mount Airy, and 29 miles outside of Hillsville. If you've never been to Mount Airy, that's it's the Mount Airy from Andy Griffith, and they are literally have a big Andy Griffith Day here, and there's a lot of history about the show and things. It was shot, you know, here in North Carolina, so there's a lot of beautiful area and things around here that they used in the show over time. But there's also Aunt Dee actually died in North Carolina in Siler City, which is a little ways away from here, but it's, you know, a couple hours, hour and a half, something. It's still in North Carolina. We have a big, well, I say we, they have a big day here, and Andy Griffith, they'll have on the weekends, they'll have a lot of the lookalikes for Andy and Gomer and Barney Fife and that whole crew from the Andy Griffith show. They have a lot of stuff that they do here in this area, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, we're outside of Mount Airy. I'll bring you back in when we get a little closer. As you can see, we're at Sheets, my favorite gas stop to have, and we're starting to get a little gas. I might get a little coffee. It's dropping on down the temperature a little bit. We're below, we're right at 50 or a little below, and put just a little bit of gas in here, and then head on back to backside of coming back. Alright, headed towards Mount Airy. Weather-wise, we're down in the lower 50s, but it's not too awful. We're going to take you guys on into the backside of Mount Airy, maybe ride through the town, and then probably start heading back towards the house. Probably make it there by the time it gets dark or close to it. Maybe not straight on it, but welcome to Mount Airy. As you can see, this is a little more of the, I guess you want to call it that modern side. This is the newer things, the newer stuff. It's not the downtown or old town or whatever way you want to put it side. Nice little ride to start off our New Year's. We made it. Loaded goat. Never said that before. This is historic downtown. New Year's Day. Mount Airy. One-way street, but kind of get the idea. Nice little home area, and you will pretty much always see people parking down this road. They have great events here. It's kind of a weekend that they do a lot of bike stuff. They have, well, not a lot of bike stuff, but they have a little bit of bike stuff, and then they definitely have hot rods in here. They do a great Christmas parade. They do stuff for different holidays, for sure. Very hometown feel. If you come up here, you won't be disappointed. I will have to say, most of the things go on the weekend, so that's the time to come for that. But there's also a bunch of people here on the weekends. If you ever come up here, you got to stop by and get a pork chop sandwich from Snappy's right there. If you've never had one, don't knock it before you try it. But you have got to try one. Backside of Mount Area, Mayberry area, and headed on 52, trying to stay off the highway a little bit and do a nice ride. Been down this road quite a few times over the years. Even living in Virginia, we would come down here on the weekends. It's not a lot that's changed. It's definitely a great ride. It's getting towards the late, I say late, it's about 3:30 in the afternoon, so it's not late in the day by any means, but with the weather and with the time of year we're in right now, you're probably got till about 5:30 before it starts getting what I would consider dark. And being on the bike, and again, deer season, I definitely, I prefer not to be on the back roads or on the highway for that matter. With the amount of deer that like to come out at night and run at night with all the hunting that's going on. So trying to mosey our way back. Again, anywhere pretty much Winston-Salem, Greensboro, whatever, you're about an hour roughly or under from Mount Erie. So if you're new to the area or just want a good ride, this is a great ride. Again, we're coming back Route 52. I came up actually 601 and over. It's pretty, like I said, it's a good little ride no matter which way you want to do it. Even if you hit the highway and just shoot straight up of a 77, it's still a good little route. So I would recommend it highly. We enjoy riding in all the weather. Usually in North Carolina, I would veer to say if you wanted to, you could ride all 12 months of the year, but usually around January, February, first part of March, the weather, I mean, it gets cold. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's cold. I've left in March a few different times, going down to Daytona and been in below 20 or lower than in the 20s when we start. I've left in snow before. Yeah, so it can get cold. And I've only trailered once to Daytona. More of a necessity than anything else. But it was also to break in a new truck and trailer, so just kind of see how it works. But we did that one time. We were bringing back some stuff, so it kind of worked out all the way around. But I will say that if I had a choice, probably May is the best time to ride down to Daytona on the bike. But yeah, we go down to Daytona in March, and we don't do it every year, but probably did it 6 or 7 times in the last probably 8 years, 9 years, depending. It's kind of fun. I definitely think you guys are enjoying this year. And again, the object is some of the routes we take. I think you'll enjoy some of the rides that we do on the way down after we get down to St. Augustine in that area. But I think that you'll enjoy it. See you guys when we get there. I've had a great New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and I hope that you guys that are riding, or ladies that are riding, or got a chance to hop on a bike and enjoy a couple of rides, and hopefully one day get to see you guys and meet you and do some rides. Because again, Twin Throttle Travel, we're about to ride, not necessarily the destination. So, see you guys when we get there. You know, funny story, that little place that's right back here, Hunt's Pizza, campgrounds and places that are little back roads or whatever. Look at that view over there. Little back roads and little hole in the walls. That Hunt's Pizza is everywhere. Like, I don't know if it's just a Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee thing or what, but they're just, I don't know, I guess they're kind of like frozen pizzas, but they're just at these little hole-in-the-wall gas stops and stuff. You see them all over the place. Yeah, the Grinch and the Snowman all in one. This is 52, little back road coming out of Mount Airy. It's kind of like the, I don't know if you call it the business or whatever, but it's a great little road. I've been on it, like I said, several times, and it's not bad. Just trying to get us a little better ride, staying off the highway as much as we can, and enjoy it while we can. This road is nice and smooth. Definitely enjoying it. Painter Mill Road, I think is the name of it, and it's between Keene and Tobacconville area, North Carolina. It's nice and curvy and smooth. Orange Creek. I will definitely recommend this as a road to ride around here. I think you could definitely push it a little more and have a little more fun with it. We're just trying to have a nice, smooth, easy ride. The road is nice. The area is pretty. Little creeks and hollers on both sides of this road just make this for a beautiful ride. And we talked about it earlier, but the Yadkin River is just a hit on your right over there. I'm not sure if you can see it or not with the view, but I believe there's a train track and a little mini train station. Yep, right up here, and Yadkin River is just on the other side over there. Water treatment station, I believe, is what you're seeing up here on the left, along with the train tracks. I don't think I'll be stopping today. Whee! Yeah, Keene Water Treatment Station. Alright, and here's the Yadkin River. Very pretty today. Don't want to see it if it rains quite a bit. A&S Salvage. Got a little bit of everything over there. Alright, so we're on Route 67, heading down to get on the Flint Hill Road. Again, just taking some back roads. Ooh, smelling some wood burning, and watching the sun start going down. Another day between travels. Clifton, you're probably getting off work about now, if not a little earlier. Miss you today, buddy. I know we don't get to get together other than our plan routes a whole lot because of our jobs, but it would have been funner had we done this together. Always is, buddy. Hopefully we'll have some some rides coming up with some of our other friends this coming year, and Sturgis being one of them, as well as a couple other rides that we're thinking about. I think we're going to try to swing down to Myrtle Beach for the Myrtle Beach Bike Rally. Man, that guy's making a whole lot of noise in front of me. He goes very slow. I'm not a hard person to please. I really ain't. Just give me 2 wheels and a cup of coffee and we can go all day. You guys can't smell it, but there's nothing like smelling that wood burning on a wood fireplace. It's just great. Love it. Oh, see, that's exactly right. There's a bicyclist in the middle of nowhere out in the woods. And I get it. I'm riding a bike too, but I can keep up with the speed limit. And he's got multiple cars behind him, and somebody will swerve around and try to get around him. Good distinct possibility there's another vehicle on the road. So, I get it. I'm not against bicyclists. I just think that they are better places to bicycle. And we're rolling into Fort Bush. Again, not some massive ride or some crazy distance or whatever today that we've been. Again, probably 100 miles in total, and about 2 hours of ride time. But just some pretty areas that we have in this local area. If you need to clear your head or get out and about. Hope you guys have kind of enjoyed this route. If you see it and you kind of want to know where it was at, I can screenshot you or send you the kind of the route that I went. And if you need a little afternoon to do some riding, kind of give you an idea, you do what I do, find a destination, kind of punch it in and go the long way. So anyway, we're about 10 minutes or so from the house, and I'm going to leave you guys there. God bless you for this new year, and thanks for tuning in this year. We made 100 subscribers, and I do appreciate that. The guy that's going to do my handlebars, he doesn't know it yet, but he was actually my 100th subscriber, and I owe him a hat because I posted on the Facebook page I would give a hat to my 100th subscriber, and just a little something. Since we're not making money, it costs money, so every little bit helps. But if you want to help us out, just subscribe to the channel. One of the things I'm going to start doing, and I may not do the exact same thing every time, but at the end of the routes and the rides, look at that moon. Wow, that's beautiful. At the end of the routes and the rides, I'll probably do a little walk around of anything that we had on the ride. My jacket, my helmet, this camera, and put some links down below. I've been putting them in there for it, but if you want to buy off of those links, it doesn't cost you a dime more, and it helps the channel a little bit. So we'll start doing that. I'll do the same thing with Clifton, just a little walk around kind of add on that we may do towards the end. And again, anything on there that you click on, I'll try to do as much off the Amazon page, because I think just about everybody nowadays has an Amazon account as we have. Again, you know, just simple stuff like my style of pants that we wear depending on the season, the gloves that we have on the hands, and helmets and stuff, and communication or whatever. Again, most of our videos have a lot of that in there, but it'll help support the channel a little bit, but also doesn't cost you anything more than if you were going to buy it. And I usually try to find the best deals around. I'm not cheap, but I like to have a good deal when I can find one. So I have the web page. It's complete with the exception of I don't have some of the things that we were starting to put together clothing-wise on there yet. So while we're out and about some of these events, I'll have some hats and t-shirts to kind of give away and let you see what we're going to be having on the site. Nothing major, but it'll be something fun. So that being said, I have enjoyed spending New Year's Day with you guys and gals, and I'm going to go wrap it up with my family and have some collard greens and black-eyed peas and cornbread. So y'all have a good one. Happy 2026. Hope 2025 was a good year for you, and 2026 will be be even better. God bless.